the way they had to win the game. Every chrono was on point. After the match, we went to the webcams. Not too many smiles. Liquid, they're always having fun, but I think after that loss to Alliance, you know, they recognize this is business now.
It's best of 3 Carl. Yeah.
They don't have the points to qualify to them. They need to go to the major.
Yeah.
And they already lost to Alliance, who is another squad pretty much in that same position.
Yeah.
So they can't drop another match if they want to have a realistic shot at making it to TI on points. And I don't know about you guys, I would not want to play in this EU qualifier. Say what you will about the region.
I don't
one spot.
I think let's be real. I don't think any team wants to play in the qualifier for their their region, right? It's
Every team wants to just qualify points.
It's all these teams playing for one spot. You know, you have to win a tournament to get to TI. That alone is like, the season is based around just being, good enough, but you don't have to win. And then the final tournament is all about just winning the qualification. Liquid again, they realized how to beat Nigma. They want to have the big team fight, the anti-aggression. If you have these cute heroes that skirmish, we'll have the better team fight, we'll kill you once. And yeah, I think the key highlight from that previous game was simply Liquid's ability to contest that Roshan, prevent it from just quickly going away from them, and then they were in a great spot.
Yeah, the Warlock Sand King, a very NA opener. This was quite popular back when I was still drafting often.
5 seconds.
Basically just damage. Fatal Bonds, Epicenter. Sand King is one of the more low damage offlaners, but a very reliable stun. You combine it with the Golem, you have that really easy catch, and then the team fight to back it up.
Epicenter might actually do damage now, Carl.
That's true.
Because Fatal Bonds helps with that.
Exactly. And suddenly you get a lot more luxury to draft heroes that, Warlock is just damage. Like, I think that people perennially underrate the impact of Fatal Bonds. It is truly Warlock's real ultimate. If you get one off the start of a fight, it hits 3 heroes.
Well, the last Fatal Bonds of that game was a 5-man. And they went 100 to 0. They were like, boom, gone. Yeah. Thanks for playing.
I think, I don't know if it was hotfix, but I remember when Grimstroke had first come out, OG was playing it with Warlock and the double Fatal Bonds.
Yeah, I remember that.
And then you could do it to Roshan too, so then you just do it on Roshan. They'd be like, oh, what, you're just taking Roshan? Oh, we're dying, stop. Yeah, it was amazing.
That was hotfix, I'm fairly certain, because that was pretty absurd. The one thing, okay, we haven't seen it, and I don't think it's a bug. It might be, but it hasn't been fixed.
Uh-oh, Carl, and mechanics questions.
No. Phoenix,
someone in the green room, get Dota open, please. Please fact check
only because I'm looking at the plushie. But Earth Spirit Ags can turn Phoenix Egg.
Correct, yes, that is very true. That is 100% in the game. And I can confirm that.
So crazy to watch. Okay,
so just in case people aren't aware, Earth Spirit Ags, it turns an enemy or ally to stone. You can, surprisingly cast it on, like Carl just mentioned, the Phoenix Egg.
Can you do it on Tombstone too?
5 seconds remaining.
Does that not count?
No, that's not Tombstone's not a hero, Carl. Phoenix Egg is like
true. Duh. Okay, never mind.
You okay there, Carl?
In my head, they're conceptually like the same thing. Yeah, I know. Hit-based structured types, but yeah.
Dude, I can turn my ancient. Imagine if you could turn your ancient to stone and just boot it out of the That's how broken it is.
Well, you can Arc Warden bubble it.
Yeah, true.
I think that the one of these teams knows that mechanic well. That's another style of play I think that we might just not see out of Nigma unless they're willing to put Miracle on something like an Arc Warden. From what we've seen so far, he's the active playmaker. In a lot of ways, you look at what he's played, it feels a lot like he's just modeling his hero pool after Thompson. I never thought we would see a Miracle Pugna.
Do you think you'd see a Miracle Sand King?
No.
There we go. We're going down a new route, a new path. And we haven't mentioned it yet, but the Puck, of course, now because Nigma was first pick, Liquid had to opt out to ban the IO and the Beastmaster. Most of the top teams now banning out Beastmaster as a respect of how broken it is. I wouldn't be surprised if 7.29C was to come imminently, because it kind of... when that hero is so broken with the concept of axes, the drafting... idea is kind of devalued, right? You're just automatically getting everyone has to ban Beastmaster because it is the only hero now you can say is hardcore broken.
I like that.
Yep. This is, I think, quite likely a Taiga hero.
Yeah,
it's strong lane. Be core.
Sanking Mirana for sure. Yeah, that's the lane.
Now we're really getting NA. Taking a page out of the book after the success of the major, perhaps. But
this second best region, yeah.
This is something that, who is it? I mean, I've seen Taiga play it on stream constantly. He just goes for an Ags Rush. I think in this sort of game, Sand King might not go for a Solar Crest, so you'd go for it on the Mirana instead. But it provides a lot of nice utility too. With a Golem, you're all about getting that right fight, and having what's effectively a free smoke every 2 minutes thanks to the Mirana ulti is really nice to try and play the map.
I think this pick's more about just like the laning pressure, right? It's the idea that when you have Sand King off lane, you need the right four to be with you, be it a Willow, be it the Mirana, be it something to apply pressure. Because if Nigma does go for that hard carry, and there's a weaker four being played, like they can't pick like an Earth for it here or something, you know, like this melee guy, because then it's a free game for RTW to pick anything he wants into free farm.
Team Liquid's turn.
Cheever's pacing around.
I have got some steps to catch up on. Okay, Kyle.
Yeah.
Ooh, I like this pick from Nigma. Gets rid of the fatal bonds that we've mentioned so many times.
So that's most likely going to be Kuro's hero, right?
Possible.
Yeah, but
I think a core. I actually prefer
10
core
seconds
Baden
remaining.
in this kind of game because you welcome the stun arrow combination and you can
5
remove it from an
and
ally.
also you're playing into the Warlock, right?
Yeah.
Warlock has a 5, doesn't
Exactly.
apply pressure, therefore a
Phantom
melee.
Assassin.
Okay, yeah, and then now they pick up a PA, a more independent carry. That's the key thing.
I would prefer this to be a mind control offlane of Baden.
And then have like a Tusk 5 with a range carry, and then some.
Sure. The thing is, when you have a Baden against Warlock, to your point, there's no pressure. You remove the Fatal Bonds or
10
the offensive
seconds
Shadow
remaining.
Word, so you can't actually take any pressure. You'd be 1v1 against this
seconds
PA,
remaining.
and likely trade, and the 4 is then free to play the map as he wishes.
Yeah, it would be interesting if they were to, you know, Tusk 5, Abaddon off lane, ranged 4, apply some pressure to PA. But again, they could easily just leave this as a casual 5 Abaddon because Sand King Mirana, that lane is completely deconstructed by the shield as well. So I think realistically, we're looking at
That's a good point.
the obnoxious mind control hero here to play with the Tusk and have kill threat.
It's a good point because the thing is, in the event, you could see Nigma perhaps aggro tri-laning, right? Leave your Abaddon against the double stun, but you actually don't want to do that.
He
Abaddon
does.
gets pretty bodied by a Sand King. The new Caustic's very strong. Love that pick.
Okay.
That is potential 2 or 3. Very good against Sand King throughout the game. Can
That's
get
just
pressured earlier on in the
This is
game.
just mind controls here. I think it's simply put, it's you play into the PA. Normally, Timbersaws get a little bit pressured by what the 5 brings, but again, we've mentioned
remaining.
Warlock defensive hero. It's going to be enabling the PA to just to exist. So yeah,
5
this is going to be a
seconds
Timbersaw,
remaining.
soon to be level 3 or 4. Tusk now opens up his game to start applying pressure across the map.
You
Team
banned the
Liquid's
Viper here
turn
now.
to ban.
They banned Lone Druid. Okay, still respecting Team Liquid and Koifa's prowess. I'd be very afraid. I think Viper and Death Prophet would round out the Liquid draft quite nicely. For Nigma, I think you want a miracle hero here then, unless it's just
10
Miracle
seconds.
Puck.
It might just be Miracle Puck.
Well, they need a carry. You know, they
Because
still need
if you guys want to have Abaddon as a core,
No. So now it's simply Abba 5 enabling a
Team ban.
last pick or, you know, second to last pick hit carry for RTW. I think that's the key thing here. Active mid, really obnoxious off lane, win condition now for RTW.
Maybe a troll. I'm thinking about later on in the game having because it's all about cleanses now. You want to ensure Liquid's lineup. It's all PA when we get to the later stages of the game, but their mid game, all the heavy lifting is going to have to be done by this 3-4-5 combination.
Any-
The
any-
stun combo and the fatal bonds.
Liquid's
Any carry
turn
that
to
can
ban.
either disjoint that, chain CC, because right now their stun is the perfect burrow strike into arrows and got them.
Radiant team
It isn't easy, so
Maybe a
some
Slark.
some Slark, some Jugs band, left it as band.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's Slark, troll with Ags. You can dispel the fatal bonds.
Or any carry that wants to go BKB pretty quickly and be happy with that
Yeah.
purchase. But Nigma need to pick first. They need to pick up
10
the carry we're
seconds
talking about.
I really like a Slark. It's just a bit spooky.
What are we going for?
Draw.
Draw. Okay, yeah, that's fine. He's going to have set cleanse. Oh, wait. Is that? No. Okay, that's fine. Yeah, Troll's going to be a good hero, strong laner. I was trying to do some 5-head stuff,
Yeah.
but
It's safer. It's safer than
things.
Slark. The troll can come online much faster.
10 seconds.
You can get
remaining.
more done with it. I think the laning phase is a bit stronger too. Slark gets pressured hard.
5
Troll can just
seconds
play range
remaining.
form against the Sand King.
It's
No
actually
sweat.
quite an awkward PA game as well, because every single hero has a way to disrupt the PA from getting that instant kill.
Don't they Viper here though? Look at all the passive.
Viper does look very comfortable.
And doesn't it beat Puck in the lane pretty handily as well?
It's all about wave clear. Puck just can push out the lane, but
What will Koifa play? That's the question.
I guess the issue with the Viper is simply they don't have the guy that connects on the lanes and make plays. But then again, they might be happy with that. I just feel when you have the off-lane pressure of the Timbersaw, the inability to pressure the troll because you have Abaddon in 5, like you do want a more active side in mid.
Because
And-
otherwise the Puck's just free to move
Exactly.
to either side lane.
Yeah.
Timber's always going to be just aggro. Troll's the same boat. It's a tough choice for
Maybe some a casual Void Spirit or something, just to at least play into the puck that well.
some damage issues then. And at the moment, I'd be very afraid of BKB timings.
Yeah, it's a free timber game in theory, right? You counter the PA, you don't care about this early damage. A casual hood, you're in the good zone. Oh, okay, they actually go for the Pangolin. Okay.
All right.
I mentioned this here in the previous game, but it is a hero that likes to play strong, like a strong, annoying lane, but it plays aggressive. Oh, and it's actually off.
It's a Sand King mid.
Hey,
All right.
I love it.
I don't.
What? We saw Miracle rush with it against Team Secret just the other day, and they're like, you know what? We can do
Totally
that
different
too.
scenario here, though, Sheaves. He was playing with the Darkseer, and they had a draft that could play way more active. This is also a inferior matchup.
I do also want to point out that there will be a remake where you would assume they'd pick the same, but obviously there is still a chance that they don't pick the same.
Wait,
What?
did they misclick or?
No. There will be a remake that was already known before the draft was done. But, you know, they just picked a bunch of heroes, so they also knew that there was going to be a remake. So will the Sand...
Prepare for battle. "30 seconds to battle. The battle begins.
That's pretty much all they have to do stuff on the map. Like,
they
in
have
theory,
good
the Sand King
thumbs,
can rotate around, but PA is going to be somewhat passive. We can. Not so good outside of that.
Sorry, I just wrote down wrong that Insania was playing Sand King. I got very confused there.
Mid Warlock?
What?
No, I just thought I'd just try and
That's
play the
even-
game. No, it's fine. I was just testing you.
We talked earlier about how fast we wanted Team Nigma to play. We saw them playing super fast against Team Secret. That was the way to win. That was like we talked to Kuro, like their new style that they want to play. Can they play that style this time around?
Yeah, for sure. They do have heroes that quickly become tanky and can play into cooldowns once again. It's just, do they actually play as 5? Because in the first game, they never really hit a timing of, oh, we're together now, let's go exert our draft dominance or our power spike into our opponent. So that never really came into play. And, good GH.
Yeah.
He just wants to play some Dota.
Yeah. I think the big difference is that as the game continues, I think Nigma is going to get stronger.
For sure, yes.
Troll's a very good matchup against the PA. Again, the impossible to counter puck coil. And this time with the Abaddon, they have a way to remove fatal bonds, because in the previous game, if you saw 3 or 4 heroes affected, you can't take that fight anymore as Nigma. You had to just do your best to get the hell out of dodge. In this case, I think they'll have better team fight. I think that they're also going to be playing with mind control in a significantly better situation. So it's kind of it to me. Liquid, it's all Morana. Like Taiga needs to have 9 to 10 kill participated in by like 12 minutes.
Wow, that's a big ask, but if anybody can do it, it probably is Taiga. We're going to find out this game. Who is going to take it? Will we see a third game? I certainly hope so. I know a lot of you guys are with me as well, and I know 2 people would also love to see a third game, because that means they get to cast more of this awesome Dota. Let's head over to Captain Fog.
Yes, thank you. I'm actually glad we had a remake there. I was crunching the numbers here. I actually wanted to count up the series that they've had since, the old Nigma ended up leaving the Liquid organization. Liquid got picked up, etc. 10-7 series-wise to Nigma's. Liquid may have the chance to be able to reach a 2-0 here, but it's going to be off the back of some interesting stuff, Vogt. They're going to be trying out the mid Sand King that Liquid have already done and succeeded with. I always feel like that's a little questionable. They are going to be giving up first blood here as Insania is 100%
Radiant's
blocked in.
middle tower is under attack.
Give it to LTW, who's also started with an Orb of Venom. Bit of an interesting pickup on that Troll Warlord. I guess they're probably maybe just going to tri-lane or something here at the start, and then GH going to move around with boots. Also, skilled shards, level 1, so a little bit of a difference there. And yeah, that Sand King mid, I've seen a lot more rise of it in pubs as well. But in the matchup that we saw Miracle do so well, he was versus Void Spirit, and he crippled the Void Spirit the whole game, and he had the combo of the Dark Sphere. He was versus PL as, oh my god.
Taiga died as his TP was completing, so he just lost his TP. He's going to have to do the Walk of Shame back. Boxy's going to be left alone. Oh, this cannot start off worse for Liquid.
Nope. And GH immediately just swinging around the map. And yeah, I don't know. I'm wondering how Koikva's really going to do this. This does not look easy versus a puck by any means. Like, as soon as like level 3 comes out, I feel as a Sand King, you're going to just start losing the harass war. I'm wondering how this is going to go. I think just like Kyle was saying, I'm going to be watching Taiga, some rotations around the mid lane, securing runes and stuff like that, because they've got to be able to do something to slow down Miracle, because this puck has such a good game versus those 3 cores that he's up against, Sand King, PA, and Pango. As Kyle said, the leash is going to be devastating for them.
What do you think about, what is it with tri-lanes coming back? Why are some of these teams doing it? Nigma's doing it now. OG was doing it earlier.
I don't really know. I know with tag team, with Tusk, you got Tusk, you want to tri-lane, so that's one that always just comes to mind for me. But yeah, I've seen a lot more tri-lanes than I expected. But yeah, the OG one was crazy, right? Like the Bloodseeker just solo off lane, the Magnus just completely solo. Not sure cap.
And I mean, I feel like it's weirder in this game because they're like leaving a Timbersaw alone, which GH is no longer going to leave him alone. Maybe, no. Insania, he's going to heal up. I was going to say maybe it was because of the shard pickup, but that still doesn't make any sense.
No, I always really try to figure it out, and I don't know. Teams like, I understand when it's like the Void carry or something like that, and you have like some super greedy carry, and that maybe it's like a very hard pressure lane, and you know, your entire game plan is making sure that that carry gets the best farm, so you want to tri-lane for him, but yeah, I don't know.
All right, that's pretty gross. I just saw him throw the ranged whirling axes. You know, just applied the Orb of Venom to both of them. It's
that is
a lot of slow, a little bit of extra damage. Insania is in trouble again here, but GH maybe traded out here. Who's going to get the kill first? GH turns around, tries to go for it. Insania lives. He'll be a part of the experience. Actually, nice body blocking. Timber chain through. It's not enough. Insania will actually get the healing salve off. And oh, hey, a courier too. Nice little +1. He keeps his own courier safe.
All right. Dream start for his top lane. As PA is going to have, pretty much full free farm. 13 wand charges. Like, there's going to be no way that they can actually pressure Mickey out of the lane at all. Mind Control's only got 3 CS.
Yeah, that is not the kind of start that you want on a Timber Saw. I thought you would just do the, you know, like the normal, like, okay, my forward position's just going to cut the second wave, pull it back or something, you know, like try and get a fast level 2 or level 3 for the Timber Saw. But now, with Mickey being level 4, they're able to keep this pressure up on the Timber and continue assaulting him.
Yeah, I was actually about to say, I think GH should try to actually get this next pull. I mean, it's pushing into mind control anyway, but he's got to start making some type of better impact to just slow down Mickey a little bit, at least deny some of his mid.
Koifa, he's got one bottle hit. Miracle does have an orb coming up. Can he dodge the orb? He does. Koifa will stay alive because of that, but he needs the bottle refill. He's going to be okay. Ooh, Kuro. He dies there.
Miracle still, he had 20 HP. Taiga unable to actually make the rotation over and perhaps just being able to snipe a quick kill. They will be able to get the kill on the Abaddon. Bottom lane, yeah, Boxy's actually doing not bad. It's a tough lane for him, but he's getting at least something out there. 16 compared to the Timber Saw. Mind control getting much less.
You know, Kuro, in a way, Kuro's death was actually super valued. The fact that Taiga couldn't be there to secure the runes means that Miracle just got double
Dire's
water
middle
runes.
tower
And
is under attack.
in turn, Koifa had to just eat a salve and didn't actually get any bottle refills, so he's a little bit low on mana too. Look at Miracle, he's maxed out now.
Yeah, wait, what happened to the bounty rune on the right side? I guess that one was denied or taken?
He couldn't take, no, Miracle got both of them. And
the bounty rune is, what about the right bounty? I guess Koifa got that earlier.
Yeah, I think he got that earlier.
Okay.
Let's see, we're going to scroll up here. Yeah, Koifa already grabbed it earlier.
Yeah, he had already grabbed it. Okay. I mean, that's definitely huge.
Dire's
Being able to
top
make those type
tower
of
is
small
under
moves.
attack.
Boxy.
Oh, Boxy, he's got a 1, gets the swashbuckle away, and... Oh, no, the missed coil! Oh, Kuro. That range, he must have just barely been in range for that one. And he snipes it.
Yeah, wow. I really did not think he was going to be able to get the cast range or even the vision
Dire's
since it's
bottom
nighttime.
tower
But
is
yeah,
under
somehow was able
attack.
to get himself a secured kill on the Abaddon. PA still free farming. So Liquid, even though their bottom
Radiant's
lane
middle
may not be
tower
going
is under
perfect,
attack.
you're having the most important hero in the game for you, getting absolute free farm, and you're slowing down Timber quite a bit. Mike Tross only has 9 in CS.
Yeah, he's not a happy camper.
And Insania doing what Insania does. As soon as he sees that his PA can lane alone, he starts stacking. Koifa?
Yeah, he doesn't want to break this, but he also doesn't have enough mana for Burrow Strike, so it's not like he can go anywhere. He's dead.
Dire's middle tower is under attack.
Caught up trying to get the power rune there. I think in some ways he kind of realized he was dead and was just hoping he was going to get either a haste or an invis or something.
Mm-hmm. I think every coil usage for Miracle is probably going to net a kill if he has like any +1 to rotate on most of these cores. It's just such a good mechanic versus Pango, PA, and Sanking that it's going to be tough for Liquid to really deal with it until they do get these 6s online in particular and be able to just set up like a chaotic offering
Radiant's
or whatnot to
middle
counter
tower
gank it.
is under
It's
attack.
going to be very annoying for them.
Yeah, for sure. He's Boxy.
Mickey?
Man fighting here. Okay, getting a bit of heal. How's the tango? This is getting about the point that, okay, I'm not sure if we can deal with this Timber Saw too much anymore, as he's got 3 levels of reactive armor. And
Yeah, you can't push him out at all. My control is going to start just 100% being able to get all this farm
Dire's
out. So
middle
they got to look for the
tower
back.
is
They
under
did see the
attack.
Fatal Bond. I think they saw the vision, what it gave, so they know where the Tusk position is. They were actually looking for GH for a moment. And yeah, just stack and just start farming these stacks. We see Koifa's actually
Dire's
taking a
middle
couple of them to
tower is
enable
under
himself.
attack.
But we did have Insania setting up.
all right, so in your opinion, what do we do in this? Like, who's going to be rotating? Does anybody, like, do we move Koifa up to, does he TP top to try and, like, kill the Timber Saw when he gets too aggressive? Would you rather assault the troll?
Radiant's
Like, what are
middle
your
tower
targets here?
is under attack.
It has to kind of be Koifa and Taiga making the moves together. And it's not easy because they have to really look at where Kuroki's positioned in. I think it's a little hard. I think they could
Radiant's
actually set
middle
up for the
tower is
Timber.
under
If once
attack.
they do have Koifa with his ulti, I think they'll have enough damage.
Yeah. And I only put it from Liquid's perspective, just because I feel like Nigma, I feel like you
Miracle.
got to be, okay, that's a nice combo, and it is going to be enough.
Radiant's
You
middle
said
tower
they got
is
to be able to
under
play
attack.
together, Fogged, and what good timing is. Sure enough, they show
Dire's
up
middle
and
tower
chain
is
stun
under
down
attack.
Miracle.
Yeah, these two
Radiant's
just have to be
bottom
paired up
tower
and
is
just
under
look to make
attack.
moves around the map. I think punishing the troll is just going to be way too tall of an ask, so I think just looking to hit mid, looking to just pressure around to the Timber Saw is the better option for Liquid, and just playing around their jungle, since they do have these stacks as Koikfa has a lot of backup around him.
Yeah, he certainly does. In fact, Mickey is going to come
Radiant's
over
bottom
here.
tower is under
Boxy,
attack.
who does have his level 6, but they may not even need it to be able to get these two support kills chased away. Liquid
Radiant's middle
protecting
tower
their
is under
stacks.
attack.
Sounds like a very Liquid thing.
Yeah, I know, right? Like these guys are neutral stackers #1, with Insania being so obsessed about it. So that no surprise that they know exactly what teams would want to do against them.
Yeah, and they do need some. They need some time to be able to have like the blink dagger on Koikfa to be able to get these setups constantly. So they just want to play a little bit more defensively, and it's just hard to invade the troll because he's
Dire's
got
middle
a
tower
baton
is
behind
under
him at all
attack.
times. So
Yeah.
they can never really go for ILTW so much. They just got to look to make plays, cause chaos everywhere else, and make space for Mickey. As we see Nigma, they're smoking up. Miracle, as we said, Coil, extremely devastating, and they're actually going to run into Insania. Not the kill that they wanted to set up for, but they'll settle.
Yeah. I'm sure Insania is saying, okay, worth it. It means Mickey didn't get ganked.
Tank the gank, the 5 positions job, especially the Warlock's job.
Yeah. And they're still trying to hold this tower. Mickey isn't going into the triangle or anything just yet. He's sticking around here. He's going to be chased away by the Timber Saw, fed a heal by Insania.
I wonder if they're going to actually look to fight around here. Like, Koikfa might actually have his Blink Dagger at a pretty okay time. If he gets a Power Rune with a Boxy swing around, maybe they look to contest, but it's still a little scary for them. It's Miracle.
Yeah, I love this. That they're going to actually rotate over. Not quite snapping the coil, but it doesn't matter. He's dead either way. Now, Centaur's stun comes out. Mickey,
Radiant's top tower
not
is
going to
under
be
attack.
so easily make it back to the tier 2, but he can kind of hide in the trees there, so no problem. I love the fact that Nigma rotate their heroes up to the Timber Saw lane. Because as you were saying,
Radiant's
right,
top tower
okay,
is
Liquid
under
might
attack.
try and pick on this Timber Saw. Nigma are going to go, let's make sure our Timber Saw has a good game here. Let's go ahead and play with our 2 strongest heroes on the same side of the map, our Puck and our Timber.
Absolutely. And they can
Radiant's
invade like
middle
this also
tower
because
is
like these
under
stacks
attack.
and they know Warlock's still level 5. It's 10 minutes 40. They don't have to worry about a big chaotic
Oh,
offering.
an arrow
You gotta watch out for
nails
arrows, though.
him. GH may still die here, as yet they're going to catch him. TP out from Kuro. So at least one of the supports did get away. Mind control cutting creep waves here, but Koifa's not going to let it slow him down. He gets off the epicenter ILTW. Is he going to have time to pop the ultimate? Oh. Okay.
Chooses
Guess
not
not.
to.
Well, that's
Is that mind
unfortunate.
control?
Mind control. He's got to get to low ground. Timber chain away. Oh, no.
Nice
The burrow
stun.
strike stops him. Nicely timed by Koifa. He's got another chance, though, to be able to get away. They're going to chase after him. Boxy and Mickey both have a way to be able to keep up the pursuit. Some big kills for Liquid.
And they're able to still, even though it's a nice invasion play from Nigma, Liquid somehow keeps the tower alive. It's actually just in 30 HP, so they can just go quickly and deny that one from the rotations from Boxy and Koikfa. That early Blink Dagger Koikfa was able to get again this game, just like his Tiny. Just being
Dire's
helped out a little
middle
bit from
tower
those
is
stacks.
under
It
attack.
does all the damage. That troll going down is huge. PA survived during all it, so now Mickey might actually get a better timing on the Battle Fury just because of that.
Is under attack.
I know it's early in game 2, but ILTW already having a bit of a rough one this series. Where I felt like he actually showed up quite nicely before in the previous series. So
Yeah,
hopefully
last game was a Luna, so I'm gonna
Yeah.
give him some credit for that
Dire's
hero. I still
bottom
feel is gonna be
tower is
very
under
hard
attack.
to pull off in a lot of competitive games. Troll, no, that one death slips up, but I think for the most part in this rest of this game, as long as he's got the Abba behind him, he should be pretty safe. But Liquid, do they have the connection?
they
do.
got it again. Oh no, the Aphotic Shield actually saves for a moment, but Miracle's not able to get away now. The Rolling Thunder through. It's going to chase after. Nope, doesn't actually go. GH leaves that for Koifa as he's going to go for Mind Control on the side here. Of course, Mind Control. A bit too tanky. That's an ambitious kill at best. Kuro still being chased down through all of this one as Mickey has picked up a mega kill streak. This is a very active Phantom Assassin Fog.
He's got Battle Fury. It's 12 minutes, 50 seconds. He's part of 7 kills. That's unbelievably early. Level 10 as well. ILTW has been, he's been like alone the whole game and he's level 10. The fact that the PA is the same level while he's been fighting, that is quite huge for Liquid. And time again, they're getting the arrow connections as Taiga he'll pay the price. But yeah, they're catching Miracle.
Radiant's
And
middle tower
Kuroki's
is
not
under
in position
attack.
to actually get the shields off to save now a couple times now.
Yeah. Say maybe just a slight misread and who's actually going to be the target of Liquid's aggression. But ILTW, he's going to come forward here. No coil to be able to finish up the
Radiant's
Warlock here.
middle
The silence is
tower
only
is
going to
under
last so
attack.
long, but a second orb will put him in the dirt here. Boxy forced away. Nigma getting really nice and aggressive and pushing Liquid back past their tier 2.
Radiant's middle
It's a
tower
good
is
opportunity
under
perhaps to take this
Koifa?
tier 1 as long as Koifa isn't able to turn things around too badly. Two-man Burrow Strike, but no real effort behind it here.
Finally, a good pressure play from Nigma Booth. Get this tower and not lose anybody yet. Moonlight Shadow's still going, but they have a sentry down, so they're completely aware of where Liquid's positioned. Just want to point out, small thing of, I actually love how Boxy built his
Dire's
items this
top
game,
tower
rather than
is
going
under
for anything greedy.
attack.
Just Arcane Boots to have constant mana to fight, Orb of Corrosion, and he's just showing up to every battle with Max Shield, Crash, Max Swashbuckle.
Yeah.
I like it, because they know they're going to have to battle back to be able to make that space for PA, because they know that the puck, this puck tusk, they're going to play active. So I like that he made sure that he's always on the map to be able to battle back.
Yeah, if
Miracle.
anything.
Dire's top
Miracle.
tower is under attack.
It's a big
Gets the
connection.
hits, and they should have him dead here. Near really nice kill, and they're going to be able to catch Taiga as a +1 here. Maybe,
Dire's
maybe
middle
not.
tower
He's
is under
actually got
attack.
one more leap to go, so even if Mind Control knows and throws the chakra in the right spot, he's already out. Insania tries to get a ward down. ILTW says, no. This is my
Dire's
triangle,
top
sir.
tower is under attack.
Nigma really finding their stride here. Miracle getting
Dire's
now a much better coil. He's only really found the Mirana until that point, but he finds the PA, and we're seeing, that leash. It's always going to be a big problem for all these cores on Liquid to deal with if he's able to get on them. Which now he has Blink Dagger, so should be quite a lot easier for Miracle's positioning.
Yeah. There are two patch changes I want to talk about here, and one being you talked about how Boxy's just playing really active. Well, Rolling Thunder being more value now that it's an extra 2 seconds.
Yep.
And then we just saw the other mechanic change, the True Strike, being given to the Witchblade. So Miracle has that kind of like guaranteed damage to pressure Mikke.
Nice. As soon as you said 2 new ones, I was just like, I think he's going to talk about Witchblade. I moused over and I was like, oh, he is. Okay, and then you did. Yeah, okay, good. So yeah, it's definitely a
Radiant's
fact that they
bottom
will have
tower
to
is under attack.
think about too. More damage for the PA as Koifa.
Koifa, oh no, he didn't play
no,
far
short
enough.
blink.
He got stuck by the shard. Oh, Koifa's done for. Now the coil's going to make sure
Radiant's
Taiga
bottom
also
tower is
dies as
under
he's
attack.
been. That's like its 5th death to the coil or something like that. Insania is going to be wiped out. And they used the golem for that
Radiant's
too. So
bottom tower
Nigma
has fallen.
totally free Roshan here.
Yep. Tag team plus troll. They are a bit bounded up, so they're going to take a little bit of damage, but swift execution by Nigma just playing together, not giving Liquid any little opportunities to get these burrow strike into arrows that have gotten Liquid that small advantage they had earlier.
I don't want to
Stuff
be
from Nigma.
I don't want to be super over the top here. There's still plenty of game to play. But if Nigma does win this game, especially if you look at the win probability, I feel like this last 5 minutes of play that you could point to these
Dire's
last
middle
5 minutes
tower
as being
is
like
under
what
attack.
set Nigma up to be
Radiant's
able to
top
win this
tower
game. I
is
mean, this is
under
just
attack.
beautiful movement that they're issuing here.
Yeah, and just some slight mistakes, like Koifa just making a little mistake. It gets punished as, oh my god, Mikke, the damage.
Mikke, all right, managed to get the kill
gets
on
the kill.
Miracle. That's a mega kill
Yeah.
streak too. That's a big one.
He's going to have Deso finished up pretty much now too, so we still have a little bit of push and pull from both sides for sure.
Yeah, that is the scary part. This PA is a ticking time bomb. And they're going to try and defuse that bomb right here, right now. Getting on top of him with a snowball, the wall response, knock up in the air. But here comes the epicenter.
Punches in.
They're going to be able to get a big hit, and it does a ton of damage. 2 already down. Looks like the troll might be able to pick up the kill on Boxy, but the original target, Mikke, managed to slip his restraints, and he got out of there.
And they're too scared to actually go for any type of play forward. Puck respawning in 5. They can't actually go for anything onto that troll with Abba behind 2. So they'll back up and, they'll settle for that. A pretty nice epicenter to secure some nice farm. And Mikke, that's the Deso now finished. So he's still keeping up with the troll.
Yeah, he certainly is. And so now we've reached a new power spike for Mikke. And
Radiant's bottom tower
feel
is
like
under attack.
ILTW in turn will have to wait to see him. I don't know. What do you? How soon do you think you need the MKB on this hero? So we're gonna watch the replay again of that epicenter.
I think he's still fine without having to get it just yet. They have so much other damage that's going to be coming in. I think he can wait a little
Radiant's
more.
bottom
Just go for his own
tower is under
survivability for
attack.
now. Is yeah, pretty decent connections coming out from Koikfa throughout this game. Miracle, feeling very confident, rushing forward now. And the other thing about Witchblade too, like it actually just feels so value versus PA because it's True Strike and you get armor. Like it just makes you tankier as these like ranged int heroes.
Radiant's middle
Just probably
tower
one of
is
the best
under
pickups you
attack.
can get versus PA. Period.
Yeah.
Radiant's middle tower has fallen.
This puck in play. Now the golem being dropped as well. The damage onto Koifa, it's just enough. ILTW is able to run him down as well as Insania may have controlled of Miracle, but it didn't matter much when Mind Control and ILTW were there to play in the team fight as well.
They're trying to jump Miracle to get these catches. This time he's just a little bit too quick on his fingers, and Koikfa does get turned on. Even though
Radiant's top
Boxy actually did,
tower is under
like you said, just
attack.
such a good job of controlling the puck. Doesn't matter. But that was Liquid.
Dire's
They tried to get like a
middle
quick
tower
little
is
kill.
under
They're trying to buy time. Mika, I think he's starting to recognize there's no way he can show up to these fights without BKB. If he just gets coiled, he's going to die every single
Dire's
time. So
structures
he's
are
got to go for that one here. And Miracle has revealed the
Radiant
fact that he's not going to go
structures
Ags
are
next. So that BKB
Radiant's
will be
top
quite
tower is
valuable
under
if he does
attack.
pick it up.
Dire's middle tower is under attack. Dire's
Solar
middle
Crest
tower
complete
has fallen.
for Taiga. Mickey, we see going for the BKB, but on the Nigma side of things,
Radiant's
feeling
bottom
very
tower
nice.
is under
got
attack.
SNY complete for the troll. Looks like BKB coming up next.
Dire are
We've got
scanning.
Timberstock going for an Octarine.
They don't have a Solar Crest though, and they don't have anyone even on the realm of buying it
Radiant's
for quite some
bottom
time, as
tower
GH
has
needs
been
Blink.
denied.
So Liquid will at least have that edge. You know, they've got the Veil coming from the support Warlock, and then they've got the Solar Crest to buff up the PA. So
That's weird, right?
What's their amp that they've got coming up? Yeah, I agree.
Solar Crest is like the value item of this patch. Do you
Dire's
think that the
bottom
Blink
tower is
Dagger is that
under
important for GH?
Yeah, that item too.
Okay.
It's
Fair
everything for Tusks. That's the only thing. I just, you know, Kuroki, maybe he could slip it in, but he's feeling like the Glimmers is going to be a little more valuable for him anyway.
Yeah. Even weirder when GH is probably going to go back for the Solar Crest after he gets the Blink, so...
Yeah, I think that's the play.
Nice kill here on Taiga.
Just the silence too. They don't even have to use the coil this time.
No.
As Miracle continues hunting. Oh, Mickey playing around the blur.
Sneaky, sneaky. He gets away. Insania is he able to do the same? A lane ward and a TP out. He's good.
Radiant
Nice
are
Warlock
scanning.
split push. You know, the Fatal Bond into the Veil and a Shadow Word on the creep.
Yeah. We'll see if he's able to pick up the
Radiant's
shard
bottom
like we
tower is
saw
under
last
attack.
time. It's been another edition of the shards for some supports. It means all of a sudden they actually get a little bit of wave clear.
Yeah, absolutely. I'm wondering if Koikfa does want to go for these bots. I feel like he's going to be so squishy if he does go for this build. Like if
yeah.
he just gets
Bottom
coiled, he's
tower
just,
is under
unless he like
attack.
Buells dodges the snap of the coil or something, or he's just waits until, like, unless he's that counter initiation, I'm
Dire's
definitely a
top
little
tower
worried for
is
him.
under
I kind
attack.
of wanted him to get a little tankier,
Radiant's
maybe even like go
bottom
for a
tower
BKB
is under
himself,
attack.
since he sees that timing of the puck Ags is going to be later. But we'll
Yeah.
see. As Miracle, he's got Lincolns, so
Dire's top
now
tower
it's
has fallen.
possible for them to do the tanking stun into arrow combo.
Got him, but Boxy has the shard. He's using that to be able to counteract the coil. You can go ahead and roll it up inside of that ultimate, and then use that to be able to get off Rolling Thunder. Nice and easy.
I loved that shard. I actually thought this one was going to get nerfed, I'll be honest with you. But
That one's broken, yeah.
yeah, it definitely feels just a bit strong, especially with Blink. Like the way that you can just chain stun people. Blink, Yules, and the shard, you can stun someone for like 8 seconds. So really, really nice. As Liquid, they can battle. They have the BKB on Mickey. So if it comes to them, they will be able to take that fight. But right now, just buying a
Radiant's
little more
bottom
time.
tower is under attack.
He is farming, but they're smoking. So let's see.
It's time.
Level 18 on PA2. So he's got this. He's got a big damage spike on top of that immunity.
They're going to bait out Foxy here. The arrow's going to slide through, but Miracle managed to dodge it with a phase shift. Jumps over. Foxy already dead. Liquid continuing to take this with 4 versus 5, but the initiation's very awkward. The Golden's going to go. Oh my god, Kuro! Holy crap! He just disappeared. Miracle. Uh-oh, his Lincoln's been broken, but phase shift, they missed it. He managed to blink away. Koifa just hoping the timing was right there on the burrow strike. They did what they could, but ultimately it was not a good trade for Liquid, and they still got to make sure they get out of here. As ILTW continues to pressure forward, burrow strike into the air. BKB goes off first. He gets inside of the snowball as well. They're going to go for Koifa. He's already dead. Taiga caught inside. He does actually, he left through the coil and didn't get caught by it, so he's able to get out surprisingly. Spot him last second.
It looked like it was going to clip Mickey perhaps and force the BKB, but Miracle actually just slightly off the mark there.
I feel like that simultaneously wasn't as good as it could have been for Liquid, it being a smoke initiation and all that, but also like it could have been so much worse. My god.
Yeah. We see the status resist come into play. They tried to stun into arrow, but status resist just is able to get BKB off, even had coverage of GH. We see the damage. You know, Mickey is... He can one-shot the Abaddon. So
yeah.
The fact that we pointed out that there was no Solar Crest on their team, Kuroki gets one shot, buys a medallion immediately.
He's like, okay, I get it. Armor's good. And yeah, maybe, you know, if they could have found a way to be able to control it Miracle there, then fight might have been more worth it. But as it is, feels like that was a Nigma win for sure. Oh, Tuss is actually, okay, you pick up the medallion. I'm going to go the Aghanim Scepter, so we have a way to break the coil. All right.
Yeah, that's going to be great. If they get to the point where he has Ags and Puck has Ags, like this game
Radiant
I feel like this game is going to
scanning.
be so hard for Mickey. He's just going to get Blink coiled, kicked out of the coil to a million miles away. They can just chain stun him. Yeah, it's going to be a lot on these initiations. Liquid, they need some perfect ones coming in these next few moments as they're really starting to fall behind.
Radiant's
Miracle,
top tower is
he
under
bought the
attack.
Lincolns to cover him so he can safely farm Aghanims. He's pretty much got it now. Just
Yeah.
about 600 more gold, and he's going to have that.
Mid lane.
Actually, Hunt.
Arrow down, Rolling Thunder. He's going to have to blink back to hit him again. Mind Control does manage to get out the Bloodstone here. ILTW managed to hunt down Koifa while we're watching this. Mind Control's too tanky. They can't kill him. BKB already activated by Mickey as they try and escape. ILTW pushing forward. Mind Control doesn't have a Yules or anything, so no way to stop these heroes from retreating back to their base.
I think the Bloodstone actually may have saved them, though. They're doing good damage to him, but yeah, it gets the heal off. That is, you know, BKB. That's one charge for Mickey, down to 8 seconds. Yeah, Miracle. The Ags is going to be done. So, yeah, I don't know. These fights just feel like they're going to be so damn difficult. If Miracle just catches a coil on any of the 3 cores, it feels like they're just going to be shut down in the fight. And it, like, as we've said 100 times already, it feels like they get completely owned. Like, these 3 heroes just get owned by leashes.
This, do you feel this dynamic will change at any point in the game? I'm not sure if it will, right?
I don't think so. No, I think the game for Mickey, like, it doesn't get easier for him. The troll is getting too big. The troll has the solution also for the PA. It's not just going to be that puck anymore at some points.
Foxy just kind of like blind jumping at the puck. They're really grasping for straws there, trying to catch him, but Miracle gets away. They immediately smoke up. No Rolling Thunder. We just picked up the Aghanim Scepter. Like, things are feeling really good for Nigma. They're looking to even out the series. They found the initiation onto Mickey with the coil, the axe as well. Mickey realizing it's going to stay there, but he's just a sitting duck. As now ILTW's here. He's able to jump away to safety thanks to Insania. Insania spotted by Mind Control. He's able to get away. Koifa with the big entrance. They have the epicenter. The arrow blocked by Miracle. Doesn't actually get the chains on ILTW. ILTW with the BKB. He'll deal with Foxy pretty easily here. Again, Liquid trying to figure a way to scramble out of this team fight as they've done time and time again. Koifa, he's caught, he's dead. 2 down, 2 cores dead on the side of Liquid, and Roshan just spawned. So Nigma, they'll take that. They'll take a hefty advantage. And Fog, this is feeling like Liquid. They just can't win these fights anymore.
No, this puck it's just way too good versus them. They have so many ways to get info for him too, right? Troll, Tusk, never saw just charge in, give the vision for that PA, and then all his job really needs to do is Vicky has to be the entirety. And sure, they have the sanking epicenter and stuff that comes in through the midst, but everyone's too tanky now at this point. They need the PA to be able to hit during the entirety of her BKB, and she can't hit at all. As LTW now is MKB, so that second solution for the PA is there. With a commanding lead now.
Now they approach the high ground, giving Liquid no opportunity to try and stall out a bit, maybe get the Abyssal on the PA. They're going to keep going. Burrow Strike Arrow does a good amount of damage here. Boxy not actually hitting the Rolling Thunder there on the target. But they've blown some spells, and ILTW's like, yep. Back to work here, boys.
Dire's top tower has fallen.
Arrow, oh, it actually hits Miracle. That's a big one. Mickey sees his opportunity, blows him up. ILTW immediately popping his ultimate, getting on top of Mickey. Mickey, oh, he's surviving. Is he actually going to be able to get out of here? Away to the fountain he goes. Boxy, Yules, he has not quite enough. He's going to try and swashbuckle, but it's not quite there. Mickey, he's going to come back into play with the arrow onto Mind Control. Yules Scepter onto Kuro to prevent the Aphotic Shields, but he gets it off anyway. Mind Control, he's going to try and limp away here. Feel like Kuro, he's got a crit. Mickey's got a crit for him. It's ready to go. Mind Control may still be able to get out, but it seems unlikely as he's been Yule stalled up. Mickey, he jumps away before the Chakra could be pulled back for the additional damage. He barely survives there as Liquid do manage to hold.
Clutch catch though. Did he just jaunt into the arrow, or did he blink into the arrow? He just got caught by it either way, as they're able to finally get a fight without the puck, and Liquid lives to see another day for the time being.
Still though, smart by LTW. He read the room. He was like, okay, this is not a friendly crowd. I'm gonna get out. We'll save the Aegis. We still have plenty of time to work with this.
Yeah, it was a smart retreat from Nigma. Liquid capitalized as best that they could with what they were given in the situation as Koikfa.
Pops the Essence Ring, still has the Yules. He's going to use it on the Troll here, but he doesn't have Burrow Strike, so there's no options for him. Boxy, he's going to be caught on the side here as well. Tuss's just bottom. Help with that team fight. Oh, Yules blink. Nicely done by Boxy, and he will actually get out, TPing as he rolls away.
Satisfying for Boxy, at least to survive. Mickey, he's gotten another item finished up. Picked up a Titan Sliver as well. So he is getting toward that Abyssal Blade. That will be some nice lockdown and control for that puck. Maybe still some hopes. It still looks very difficult whenever Miracle is going to be alive in the fight. Some small hopes.
Another change that kind of hurts PA, the MKB, an additional 5% chance to proc.
Yep.
As the PA did go for what pretty much everybody goes for, the additional Blur Evasion, which still does add a decent amount of evasion even against MKB, though I don't know. I know it used to be like an additional 10% against MKB. I don't know what the additional 5% does to the math. I'm not that smart.
Me either. I was hoping you wouldn't ask me.
Oh, Mickey, he's stuck, and he's going to be forced to use the BKB defensively. That means Liquid can't really do a whole lot. And yeah, Miracle's ready to go with the coil. Doesn't actually grab Mickey, but he does manage to grab 2. Insania. He's going to be okay. They're trying to disarm ILTW as best as possible. The old golem is going to be dropped, so Koifa, he'll be okay for now. Boxy's just kind of rolling around, not really doing a whole lot here. Jumps away, but Nigma, they say, abilities on cooldown once again. Let's just make sure we don't get arrowed again, and we can take a second lane of barracks here.
And they're trying to land the connections, but every time they put the shields, just removes that stun off almost immediately. And ILTW, he's starting to be able to focus on Rex. There's no golem, no rolling thunder.
They're just hoping for disarms. They're pretty much throwing out stuns just to slow him down, but it's not really a threat. He's still got 40 seconds left on the Aegis. You're going to try and keep him inside of the base with the upheaval. 35 seconds for the Aegis, so they cannot keep him here this long. But maybe they can pop his life from a distance, but they've overcommitted Boxy. He gets gone on by GH. That Walrus Punch is just enough to be able to take him out. Mickey is going to try and get the counter kill onto GH, and they do. Stalled up a little bit longer. ILTW tries to make his way out of here. 15 seconds more for Aegis Liquid. They want to pursue, but it's not little enough time. They're going to have to go into this very dangerous high ground if they want to go for it. Big A, Miracle, he sees the opportunity to be able to get the coil onto 2, and ILTW's found his target. He gets right on top of Big A, sticks onto him, and they're just dead. Liquid, they may have some buybacks left in the tank. The Aegis has been reclaimed, but I don't think there's anything left in the tank here, Boggs. They're just going to hit tier 4s, force Liquid to buy back, force them to take a 3 versus 5 with no ultimates.
Dire's middle tower has fallen.
I think the draft overall just started to get a little too difficult for Liquid, unless they were just snowballing out of control. Control, much more solid, safe pick overall, and I mean, Hawk Miracle counters just 3 cores. Coil alone countering all 3 cores is too devastating to go with us. We'll get a couple more kills, and
Is radiant.
All right, it happens again. The last time a best of 3 between these two teams actually was a clean 2-0 was Nigma taking it at Omega League 8 months ago. Ever since then, they've just been going back and forth in best of 3s. And once again, we're going to see a 3rd game between these two teams.
sweet. And I mean, looking at my controls face, he's just like, yeah, unexpected.